Hey folks! Welcome back to Let's Play Outrun 2! I'm your host, CPC Gamer, and in our last episode, I totally forgot to properly introduce this game. But I did it now. I am CPC Gamer, this is Outrun 2, except this track is not from an Outrun game. This is actually a series of tracks from a game called Scud Race, or Sega Super GT outside of Japan, because, you know, Scud missiles. But whatever, just look at it. It is super beautiful. Underwater tunnels are just one of the best things. Oh, and that billboard we just passed? In the original version of this track, that was a poster of Sonic driving a Ferrari. He drove an F40 in Scud Race too, so probably why they picked it to show up in Outrun. Oh, and there used to be a Sega Saturn logo up on that bridge as well. Wait a second, I know that music. That is the chord progression for Azure Lake from Sonic 3. I love that music. A shame it's gone. Well, that was the Dolphin Tunnel track, and next up is the Twilight Airport. And it shows off one of my favourite parts of this version of Outrun that the others don't have. And that is this car is super shiny. Like, look at the car. You can see all the lights and overhead structures reflecting in the paintwork in the engine compartment. Love it. Now, in the arcade version, there are lights that pulse in sequence and follow your car down this runway, and it looks super beautiful. And it's a shame they don't do it in the home port. And I think it's a shame that, in general, the home version isn't as pretty as the arcade one. Like, the original version of the airport has deep blue skies, not the washed out grey ones we had, and it looks so much better for it. Also, fun fact, the airport stage is straight up Narita Airport in Tokyo. Oh, and another fun fact, that is the best I have ever taken that S-bend. I pretty much always crash there, so... Hey, I guess I finally found a use for the brake pedal, right? Although, I do say that, this part of the course is generally where I lose the lead that I built up, as you can see, because I can't do some of these wide, sweeping turns. Yeah, I see you creeping up on me, man. Thankfully, the car I picked is super good for building speed on straights, so I should be okay now that we're at the exit. Which brings me quite handily to the setup for this video. In order to play the Daytona and Super GT tracks, you have to set up a race against the CPU. Hence the really busy HUD that we've got going on right now. And also the other car on the road. I mean, you can race with up to 7 cars at once, but I'm nowhere near good enough to do that. Because the AI cheats. Oh, and that's not the ideal method of taking that line, but that's not the corner I have trouble with. It's this one. And that's good enough. Let's go. Man, you can totally tell that I never played the original version of this game, and I'm just winging it, right? Because you totally can. Whoop. Very nearly. That's another one of those automatic corners. I keep forgetting about that one. But yeah, I never played this one, because I never saw it in the arcades. Like, the most readily available racing game in England was... Outrun, appropriately. Oh, don't think I don't see your name there, Bubbles. You are not winning this one. Yeah! And, well, that's the Sega Super GT track. A quick retrospective of the entire game. Still, 3 minutes 17 is a little short, so... I think I'm going to bolt something related onto the end of this video. So, see you guys in a bit! As you complete the various in-game missions, you unlock these trading cards that show you various stuff in the game, as well as Ferrari merchandise from the real world. Trademark patent applied for. Now, hang on a second. Yeah, through doing this, you can learn that our driver's name is Alberto, and not, as I had previously suggested, Hot Body Handsome Face. Which is a shame, because mine is a superior name. Oh, what's this? Oh, Ferrari exercise machine. Really now? Okay. So, I don't know if the implication here is that you've earned this stuff in your fantasy world for completing the missions, or if it's just cool stuff for you personally to look at, but I don't know anyone who is that fanatical about staring at Ferrari pictures. Oh, except for this one. I have one of those. Except that mine is blue. Because of course I bought the blue 360 Spider. And seriously, there's loads of these. Well, it's 142, as you can see in the nav bar up there. Although, I think we shall go to this one right here, and show off the cast as we fade away. So join us next time for a little bit more Outrun, and until next time, goodbye!